Thank you, Professor Pujadarji, for this nice introduction. And thank you, Sunil Pandeyji and I.T.S management for having me here for this very pertinent topic, data science changing the business landscape. So, and thanks to Professor A.K. Naik as well for delivering such a insightful views on the this topic, right? So I would like to share my views on the same as data science is an exciting field for knowledge workers because it increasingly interprets the future of how industries, society, governance, and policy will function. While it's one of those vague terms thrown around a lot of students, it's actually fairly simple to define. Data science is an interdisciplinary field that uses scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and systems to extract knowledge and insights from structured and unstructured data, which was very well explained during Mr. Professor A.K. Naik's speech, and apply that knowledge and actionable insights from data across a broad range of application domains. Data science is thus related to an explosion of big data, just Professor Pandey was mentioning, and optimizing it for human progress, machine learning, and AI system. Data science is where science meets an AI, and holy grail for career aspirants and students alike. Data science continues to evolve as one of the most promising and in-demand career path for skilled professionals. Successful data professionals understand that they must advance past the traditional skill of analyzing large amount of data mining and programming skills, as we have heard in our last speech only, that how over the years the data amount has enlarged so much and there has to be a new system to work around it. So today, I will attempt to outline a brief overview of some of what's going on and to focus more on policy futurism rather than technical aspects of data science. So let's understand data science as an augmented data management. In a future AI-human hybrid workforce, how people deal with data will be more integrated. Gartner sees this as a pervasive trend. For example, augmented data management uses ML and AI techniques to optimize and improve operations. As big data optimization takes place, automation will become more possible in several human fields, reducing task load and creating AI-human architecture of human activity. Now let's see data science as hybrid form of automation, because when the data management is there, automation has to be there in the next level. Automation is one of those buzzwords, but things like RPA are really moving quite swiftly in the evolution of software. We are seeing that in our regular work. To put it in another way, in terms of data, this has a predictable path to optimization. But with the scale and complexity of modern data, the only way to truly harness its value is to automate the process of data discovery, preparation, and cleaning. This is what other speakers were mentioning as well. This digitally transforms the very way industries function and do their business. You can see this in nearly every sector where efficiency with data is a key. Industries such as manufacturing, retail, financial services, and travel and hospitality are benefiting from this trend. The retail industry, for example, has undergone multiple changes in recent years. The rise of e-commerce, video streaming, fintech, and tons of other meta trends in business all depends upon this kind of automation and data optimization process. Now let's see data science as a scalable AI. As data science evolves, AI and machine learning begin to influence every sector. There's an AI explosion of potential that will lead to a scalable AI and behavior modification. Like Professor A.K. Nice was making, this has to understand the emotion of the people, of a human, right? So to at a scale in human adjusting to this new reality. So very pertinent, I think, which is mentioned. So big data and small data unite, and as AI integrates with many new and old aspects of society, something new emerges in how we are able to predict the outcomes instantaneously, in real time, I mean to say. It does not create a very more connected society only, but also stimulates innovation. New companies, we are seeing the grown startups on this area. They are just born on cloud, on these new emerging technologies, and potentially incredible economic growth. So scalable AI is one of the reasons student gets into data science as well. They realize the end game is beautiful and does improve human existence. Now let's see a data science as augmented consumer interface. Very interesting subject. When I say augmented consumer interface, I mean how the consumer process data in the shopping of the future, either online or in a physical store. In the future, it is highly unlikely that you will be served by a human staff. Instead, there will be an AI agent that you relate to, or new form of the interface of the exchange, such as buying and reviewing products in VR, virtual reality, getting a product overview synopsis audially in your earbuds, and other consumer interfaces. As companies like Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon race to create a metaverse for the workplace or retail space, even what we think of Zoom meeting or e-commerce interface of today will be replaced by new augmented consumer interface. We might be doing, in couple of, or maybe very in near future, such kind of interactions over a metaverse. Things like video meeting and e-commerce platform front page may become outdated, right? Now let's see data science as a service platform, AI as a service platform. With data science growing and machine learning evolving, more B2B and AI as service platform services will become possible. This will gradually help democratize artificial intelligence expertise and capabilities, so even a smaller entrepreneur or business will have access to these incredible tools. Now you see platforms like Shopify, Square, Lightspeed are heading this direction to enable new small market with their own AI products that other business might need. Not even that. Market leaders like Google, Baidu, Microsoft in the cloud have significant ability to produce AI as a service at scale for customers. These are all available across. Now, when this comes into place, we need to discuss data science as the democratization of AI. Democratization is the idea that everyone gets opportunity and benefit of a particular resource. As data science talent becomes more common in the world, in highly populated countries, a slight rebalancing of the business benefit take place in more countries. The democratization of AI will take many decades, but eventually data science will be more equally distributed around the world, leading to more social equality, wealth equality, access to business, and economic opportunity and AI for good. We are, however, a long way away from this goal. AI is currently fairly centralized, however, ideas of decentralization, especially in finance, crypto, And blockchain may down into AI is eventually managed and distributed more fairly. We have seen that. Even country like India has been going for CBDC and cryptocurrency kind of things. The most basic element of democratization of AI is, however, that anywhere anybody could become the student of data science and has access to becoming a programmer or a knowledge worker who work with data, machine learning, AI, and related discipline. It all starts with access to education in this sense. Now, when all these technologies, data science, emerging things are there, one thing has to be there, that is improved data regulation by design. Very essential element in today's world. If data science is fueling a world full of data, analytics, predictive analytics, and big data optimization, the way we handle data needs to improve. This means better cybersecurity, data privacy protection, and a whole range of things. Overall, the trend of data privacy by design incorporates a safer and more proactive approach to collecting and handling user data while training machine learning model on it. How we move and build in the cloud also needs scrutiny from policy regulation standpoint. Currently, data science is moving faster than we can regulate data privacy and make sure the right of individual consumers are respected in the process. Even as data science and big data explodes, rule of law need to be maintained, otherwise AI system and data architecture could lead to rather drastic consequences. As we have just seen very recently, a bad incident in Facebook metaverse. We might have heard of a lady got exploited in this metaverse. This is a very recent news. So data regulation by design has to be there. So Mark Zuckerberg has to give a statement that they are going to place some regulation around in metaverse. This has become a big incident. So data regulation by design is a must as an ethics to the human system. Now let's see the data science as cloud computing with exponential AI. The turning point of company moving into the cloud is hard to calculate, is how exponential it's leading the emergence of AI revolution in this world. Think of impact of AWS marketplace or their equivalents like Azure, Google, Alibaba, Huawei, and others. And we get some scope of how cloud computing and machine learning are in it together. And believe me, this creates countless jobs, adds value, and harness the power of data science, machine learning, and big data for business all around the world. Cloud automation, hybrid cloud solution, edge intelligence, and so much of the technical stuff happening in data science today, and its happy marriage with AI and data science services. The increased use of NLP in business, quantum computing in scale, next generation reinforcement learning, it's all possible because the cloud is evolving and such a rapid pace. Now, many of the startups, those might not have able or capacity to create an infrastructure with on-prem, they are able to reach to cloud and have everything in place. And they are in better place because they don't carry any legacy, any monolithic legacy with them. Now let's see the data science as the analytics revolution. It's very important. When the data is there, the analytics has to be there to get the right information for decision making. Better data and analytics means better business decisions. The analytic revolution allows data to become actionable in the society in real times and unlocks the true value of data science for merchants, business, smart city, countries, public institution, wherever you see. When data analytics becomes a core of a business, the value it unlocks achieves gains at every stage of its business cycle. Many businesses that were once used to approach analytics as a nice to have support function, gradually now embracing it as a mission critical. We might have seen even in recent budget, the government has promoted agri-tech industries. Even the technology with AI and data sciences is entering the agriculture sector. So this analytic revolution is data science at work in society with AI driving new value chains and optimizing the existing ones. Now, when we take about data science, there is an important thing we must discuss is the impact of natural language processing in the future of data science. Language is the key for people. So NLP will make AI more lifelike. Your smart speaker and smart assistant, chatbots, and automated customer service are going to get smarter. That smart OS will soon be a reality. AI as a form of human companionship will exist within our lifetime, probably a lot more soon. I think in last year or so, I was reading somewhere that some of the companies has already started to have an AI assistant to each of their workforce, which will help them to do their redundant or regular tasks. So this is going to be a reality very soon. NLP has hugely helped us progress into an era where computers and humans can communicate in common natural language, thus enabling a constant and fluent conversation between the two. Now see, voice-based search is becoming more common. Smart appliances now have a voice option. So it is becoming reality now. IoT and NLP will evolve not as redundant chatbots and digital assistants you never use, but as actionable NLP in the real world that will work. While I believe using an AI assistant to help you code is a bit far from reality, as I was mentioning just now, but it is interesting to see that Microsoft is doing with OpenAI and GitHub. And what is that? OpenAI's Codex is an emerging topic, and the AI-human hybrid body system may eventually be coming to the future for coding and programming. So as human only will not be programming, there will be an AI buddy who will test the bugs while writing a code. So this is going to be a reality very soon. One thing is certain for this year is that NLP in data science is going to be a hot topic, full of potential for knowledge workers and keen entrepreneurs. When we come to the data sciences discussion, we need to know, as this is a academic session, then which data science skills we must need to learn as priority. And I have seen that many of the students are doing a couple of mistakes while acquiring or while adopting these data science skills. I want to take this opportunity to highlight 3 biggest mistakes that beginners make. They try to learn everything. math, statistics, coding, machine learning, deep learning, APIs, algorithm. The second mistake they do is learning from online boot camps. Most of them are teach random skills. 90% are useless. And the third mistake they do is the mastering topics before starting. Like they work on the AI part, NLP part, big data part, technological part. But I have some suggestions here. If you are going up with an educational plan for you or your organization in this year, here are some tips for you. Focus on statistics. This is the prerequisites for everything and will help you tremendously. The second tip, learn how to work with data. Data cleaning and manipulation is 90% of what you will do. And then the third tip is build skills in data visualization. This is a cornerstone of understanding, yet many AI and ML specialists can't do it. Skip over buzzwords like AI, data science, ML until you learn fundamental. You will get to this after you learn statistics, data manipulation, data cleaning, and data visualization. Now to conclude and to summarize the data science in this changing the business landscape, I hope you enjoyed my views. I tried to bring a few fresh points to the wonderful future of data science and highlight how mission critical it is for a new wave of talented knowledge workers to enter data science, programming, and machine learning to help transform human system for the uplifting of the quality of life for all of us on this planet Earth, while also transforming business organization to business organisms. Very important. I underline, while also transforming business organizations to business organisms. Thank you so much.